Hello my loves, welcome to a new pick a card reading. Today we're going to be going in deep on getting you some clarity on if you will reconcile with your special person, whether it's your twin flame, your soulmate, your beloved, your crush. We're going to see if reconciliation is in the cards for you, and if it is, we're also going to get you some general timing guidance from spirit. So within this reading, these are the questions we're going to be asking so that we can get you clarity on what is going on in this connection. So first, we're going to be looking at how your person feels about you at this time. What would they say to you, or what do they want you to know? Because they may not be able to express that to you at this time if you've been in some sort of struggle or separation or no contact situation. We're also going to look at what you can do to help the situation. What does Spirit want you to know about how you can make this situation better? And then we'll take a look at, is reconciliation there? And if so, when? So if you are new to this channel, I am Dr. V. Welcome to all of the new subscribers. If you're already part of the Live Tarot family, thank you so much for being here. I love you all and I so appreciate your support. So today I have 3 options for you. You can pick pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3, or you can pick them all and choose the messages that resonate for your situation and leave the rest. Because this is a general reading, please do be gentle with yourself. Not everything may resonate for you. But if you'd like to have specific guidance on your unique journey, you can have a private personal reading with me where we can go in deep on what's going on between you and your person. Or you can also order any of the oracle decks that I've created and will be using in this reading, so that also you have some support at home. All right, so let's get right into it. These are your choices. If you'd like to take a deep breath, meditate, see which you feel most intuitively guided to. So this is your group number 1 choice. This is group number 2. And this is group number 3. All right, go ahead and make your selection and we will get started with group number 1. All right, group number 1. Let's take a look at, will you reconcile with your special person? So we're going to first pull your tarot. So for our group number 1, Spirit, can you please take this? Will you reconcile? How is your person feeling about you at this time? So we have the 2 of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And we have the Ace of Pentacles. All right, very, very interesting. Let's take a look. So first of all, I feel like your person is very much aware that there is a decision here that needs to be made. And look how beautiful this is. If you are looking for a confirmation, if you know that you are on a twin flame journey, the 2 of Pentacles has also been seen as the twin flame card because it is the yin yang energy. So I feel like your person, in terms of what they are desiring, what they're feeling right now, we are definitely, with this Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Pentacles, getting an energy of reconciliation, at least a desire for reconciliation. Now your person, they see you definitely as somebody who they feel if it's possible, right? Because we don't like to see it as, right? Nowadays, we don't like to see it as somebody completes us, that we are actually whole individuals ourselves. We don't require or need somebody fixing us or completing us. But I feel like in the spirit of romance, right? In the spirit of the way they see you romantically, they may not express this in words, but the energy that they feel around you is that you complete them in a way that nobody else has, or there's an energy that you have that makes them feel like they are whole. Okay. And again, it's not to say that they are not a whole person on their own, but I feel like there's something about you that they feel has brought an energy of something in their life that now feels that it is complete, like something was missing in this person's life. They feel like they were really missing out on a sense of well-being, a sense of romance, a sense of camaraderie or companionship, a sense of connection that they felt that they were not really experiencing in their life until they met you, until they connected with you. So this Two of Pentacles is coming through very powerfully. The energy of this is coming through very powerfully as your person knowing and realizing that there is something very special about you, that you brought that sense of, that missing piece of the puzzle, something that they did not have, that they truly desired, but never actually admitted to themselves that they desired this. Because I feel like there's something about this person that before they met you, and in that feeling that they had of, their life not being whole or complete, it was very painful for them. So this is something that they did not maybe admit to themselves, but when you came along, there was something there about like, yeah, this is it. Okay, this is what I didn't want to admit to myself that I wanted. It's almost like they were too afraid of admitting that they wanted this, admitting that they wanted this kind of a connection. So there's a very strong desire coming from your person for that decision. They know that there's a decision here that needs to be made. There's some sort of something has happened here, or decisions were already made in your material world that have kept you apart in some way here. With this Page of Swords energy, there are certain things that they have not communicated to you. There's certain words that they have not said. I feel like they feel like they are very limited or have limited themselves. They've definitely been holding back their communication. There's certain things that they wish to say to you. There's certain things that they want to express to you that they either have not had the words to express or were too afraid or hesitant to express to you. So there's definitely a sense of, I'm holding back my words, but I very much desire to speak my truth to you. Okay, there's a truth here that needs to be spoken. And the thing is, I feel like they are also very aware that whatever this truth is that needs to be spoken is going to actually change that cycle between the two of you. Either there has been a cycle here between the two of you that has ended, and that cycle actually needed to end. There was something here that may have been very toxic that needed to end. And that might be the reason why you are in some sort of separation or no contact. There was some sort of a cycle of drama or cycle of, I'm getting the word bitterness, something that has developed over time between the two of you that really had gotten to a point where it could not be sustained anymore. It could not be handled anymore. So either you or them or both of you needed to step back from this. There was a clearing of energy that needed to happen here. There was the whatever toxic cycle that had been going on needed to come to an end. There needed to be kind of like a hard ending to that, because when you cut off that energy and perhaps go into some sort of a silence for some time, there's definitely, I feel like your person feels like there's been a time of reflection. There's been a time of, okay, it's time to think about what it is that caused this toxic cycle. There's a time here of reflection of what needs to change here, because I feel like they really do want a new beginning, a new cycle. They really do want to make a better decision. Ace of Pentacles. Okay, there's a new cycle here that they are desiring to have with you. There's a new beginning here that they're desiring to have with you. But I feel like there's something here that has very much to do with something in your material world. So something here that your person feels needs to change. Either it is something that has to do with geography, either it is something that has to do with, in order to have this new beginning, someone has to decide that we want to either move or change a particular situation that is in the material world right now with you. I feel like for many of you, that is the obstacle here. It is something that's very concrete. There's something very concrete that is keeping you apart, that has put you in some sort of a cycle that you haven't been able to break out of. Okay, so this Wheel of Fortune is all about your person's desire to sort of break that cycle. And I feel like they want something to be very concrete about the breaking of that cycle. They realize also that the breaking of that cycle is not going to be something that is just about their words. Okay, there's a sense here of words need to be backed up by action. Okay, they know that there are actions that need to be taken here. There's something here definitely about words that were not enough. Okay, words that were spoken but were actually not enough to change the situation. Okay, look at this. More energy of them and their desire for reconciliation. Okay, you are definitely soulmates. You are definitely souls that are very deeply connected. We're getting a lot of spiritual expansion here as well. And this is why I'm saying I feel like your person is really coming into this sense of that if they can surrender some of the issues that have happened, that have gone on here, if they can surrender to spirit or surrender to a higher power, their opinions. I feel like there are definite opinions. There are definite, something here that really kind of blew hot and cold between the two of you. And I feel like that blowing of hot and cold, that ups and downs, that intensity of highs, intensity of lows, had to do with some sort of opinion or some sort of clash of opinions or some sort of belief systems that did not match, right? For some of you, it may have had to do with either different religious or cultural beliefs, but for many of you, it's just different mindsets, it's different opinions. And I feel like that is where your person is also knowing that it is time to maybe let go of some of those opinions, or maybe soften the energy around being so stubborn about what you believe, that you're not able to work together, that you're not able to work through things together. So with this Page of Swords energy, I also feel like they thought initially that maybe the best way to make this better or to resolve the situation was to actually just not express their opinion. Okay, but that also did not work for them, did not work for you, because, when you don't express what you're truly thinking and feeling, then that also builds resentment over time, right? And that kind of repression can also lead to much more drama. And I feel like for some of you, that's exactly what happened. Maybe this person or you or both of you decided that you didn't want conflict. And so in order to not have conflict or drama, you held back some of your true thoughts and feelings. But you realize that also backfired, that there was something here. There were messages that were not being relayed, that there were feelings, thoughts, messages that you wanted to share with one another that were very concerning, that you felt that, how are we going to handle this? But those messages were very stifled or suffocated. They were not actually being shared, right? So I feel like this is the challenge of this connection, and your person is very aware of this challenge. Which road do you go on? Do you go on the road of I am going to share all of my thoughts and opinions, whatever they may be, and you do the same, and we will deal with the conflict that arises from that? Or is it better to hold back thoughts and feelings, right? So I feel like your person right now, they are really trying to find the middle ground, because I feel like maybe both of you tried each of those things, but neither of them worked out in a way where you felt with this Ace of Pentacles that you could actually have something concrete, something that you were building, a new beginning, a new life that you're actually building together. And so I really do feel that your person is trying to find that middle road of reconciliation, because you are clearly their person. Okay, so they don't want to compromise on this, but they also realize that, you know, there is something here that is deeper that really does need to be handled. But they also feel very, very grateful for what you already have together and what you've shared in the past. I feel like you have had some really extraordinary moments together. You've built up a lot of extraordinary memories and a lot of very deep and passionate connection that they are actually quite grateful for. So let's take a look at what they would want to say to you. So I would really appreciate it if you could go ahead and give this video a like, a thumbs up. It really helps us in the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you haven't already, please do subscribe. It really helps the channel, and it really helps me, a single mom, put my kids through college. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how much it helps us. So we really do thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So let's take a look at what they would like to say to you if they could. What are their true thoughts here at this time about you? I feel like I don't know who I am anymore. Okay, so this actually is very resonant. You know, I feel like, you know, when you're in that situation where you get to a point where you're afraid of what you should say, what you should not say, you're almost afraid of your own opinions, because you don't want to make a situation worse. You don't want to alienate, right? They don't want to alienate you. They feel like they already have, and they don't want to do it further. So there's a part of them that is trying to kind of figure out who they are, right? There's a part of them that is feeling very lost in this. Like, okay, you know, what can I say or do to make this better? You know, there's a very deep sense of concern. There's a very deep sense of loss. Like, I am afraid that we won't be able to reconcile. I'm afraid that we won't be able to work through this. There's still hope for us if you can take me back. Can you forgive and forget? Okay, so I do feel like for some of you, one of the reasons why there may have been this breakup or this separation is because there were things that were said that were not okay, or there were things that were said that were extremely hurtful. And it is hard to forgive and forget those things, right? So I feel like for some of you, maybe on both sides, there were things that were said. And I feel like both of you are kind of reliving those things over and over again. You might be thinking about those words or those opinions that were shared, or, you know, words that were said out of deep emotion that they didn't mean or that were not meant on both sides, but now they're there and they're kind of reverberating into your mind or haunting your mind over and over again. I'm still trying to find a place for myself in the world. Okay, so for some of you, that is the issue with your person right now. They're kind of in this mode of feeling like they are flailing in the world, right? They're looking for this new beginning, this wheel of fortune to turn, a new cycle to begin, because they want this new beginning. And for many of you, this new beginning and the turning of this wheel of fortune is also very much associated with their life as a whole. So for some of you, your person may be going through a lot of shifts that are not just personally with you, but also shifts in their own life, whether it's in their career, money, family. They may be in a situation right now where a lot of changes are definitely happening. Okay, a lot of changes are happening for them, and they are struggling to keep up with that expansion, and they're trying to figure out, you know, what their world is going to look like. And they definitely want you to be part of that world. But I think the confusion is, what is that going to be like? How is that going to work? Okay, so how can you help the situation? Okay, let's pull one card here about how you can help this situation. Is there anything you can do, group one? Okay, so see, we're getting the winter's energy. So right now I'm feeling that you are definitely feeling like you've been left out in the cold by this person, okay? So I'm feeling that you are definitely right now in a state of suffering where you may feel like maybe this person ghosted you, left you out in the cold, left you in the dark, did not tell you what their true thoughts were, their true feelings. There's something here that you don't know. And I feel like you are very much suffering from that. There's a definite coldness, as in you are really feeling the pain of whatever coldness that you're feeling from this person. This person may have acted very coldly towards you. So I feel like Spirit is letting you know, Group 1, do not be hard on yourself, okay? Because sometimes with this winter's energy, it comes from this idea of us obsessing over what did I do to make this person ghost me, or what did I do to make this person leave me or step away or stop communicating with me. And we go over it in our minds over and over again, and we feel like we're in the doghouse. We feel like, oh, you know, is there something I said? Is there something I did? Is there something I'm forgetting, right? So we go over it in our minds over and over again, and we really torture ourselves this way. We take responsibility only for us. We don't see that the other person is fully responsible for their own behavior as well, right? So I feel like if you are going over obsessively in your mind, okay, what did I do wrong? How could I have done things differently? Spirit is saying you can help this situation by dropping the blame game on yourself. Like, be gentle with yourself. Do not blame yourself. Do not try to go over every conversation trying to figure out what you said or did wrong. Okay, that is going to help. Let's see now. Let's pull 2 cards here. Will you reconcile? What are the chances here? And if so, let's get you some general divine timing. So we have Ascend, and we have Beliefs. Okay, so see, this is the thing. I feel like this is Spirit telling us again that the reason why there is a separation here at this time, and why both of you are very much considering, thinking about how this reconciliation can happen, it's going to happen through ascending past your beliefs. Remember, we got this again, we had this before, that there's something here, either culturally, mindset wise, either religions, there is something, spiritual practices, perspectives. There is something here about your beliefs that you both need to ascend and expand out of. Okay, you cannot be limited by your beliefs. I feel like this is something that you are understanding, your person is also understanding. So I feel like Spirit is saying that there is no reason why you cannot reconcile, but both of you are going to have to definitely work on, your own beliefs and why those beliefs clash, and how to actually transcend this issue. I feel like, your person is also very motivated to do that. They see you as their soulmate. They don't want this separation to go on forever, but it really is going to be about how to reconcile both of your beliefs and to expand and evolve out of any limiting beliefs that you guys might have. Okay, so here is some divine timing during the 3rd quarter moon phase. So you may want to look up when that is, and I feel like Spirit is saying that that will be a good time for you, a very fruitful, a very fertile time for you to actually go through this ascension and this expansion, both separately as individuals and together. All right, so let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I have created and used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much, and I'll see you all on the next one. My beautiful group 2 that chose this image. Let's take a look at, will you and your person reconcile? So we're going to start here with their thoughts and feelings about you. And reconciliation. Spirit, can you please tell us for group 2, what are their thoughts and feelings about you and reconciliation? Do they want to reconcile? We have the 7 of Cups. We have the Seven of Swords. Wow. Okay, 2 sevens here. We have the Nine of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. Wow. Wow. All right. So first of all, what I am feeling here is that they still have a lot of love and emotions for you. Okay, we're getting the King of Cups energy. They are definitely thinking about you a lot. They are reminiscing about the times that you shared and the love that they feel for you. I also feel that they almost have surprised themselves. Okay, I feel like this person may have been a little bit hasty in stepping back from this connection. They may have gone into some sort of ghosting or no contact, but it has been because they are trying to hide their own errors, or they're trying to hide their own mistakes and shortcomings. There's a definite level of being secretive here, okay? But I feel like they underestimated how much they truly love you. In doing this hiding, I feel like there's a hiding energy here. There's a secretive energy here. They have definitely underestimated the effect that you have upon them and their heart. Okay, so right now they are in that process. They're in that discovery process. They're discovering more about their emotions than they have let themselves feel or discover in the past. And I say this because I feel like the reason why this may have ended, the reason why there is some sort of struggle, no contact or separation here, is because your person was really confused. Okay, they were confused. They may have had other options. I'm also getting the energy that this is somebody who may have been a little bit immature in the sense that they were not identifying what they truly want. They weren't really asking themselves what they truly want. This person could have been some sort of a player. It doesn't have to be, when I say player, I mean, you know, male or female. This is an energy. It really doesn't matter. Somebody who is used to having a lot of options, somebody who's used to getting a lot of attention from other romantic partners. Okay, this is somebody who has always kind of you know, they have a little bit of that pride, they have a little bit of that ego about the fact that they've always had a lot of options, but what they've actually done is to hide behind those options. Okay, this is somebody who they may have also been very non-monogamous in the past. Okay, because they had a lot of options with the Seven of Swords energy. This is somebody who is definitely, you know, may have cheated in the past, but they don't see it that way. They see it as they've never really committed to one person in the past. They've always played the field. They've always had multiple options. So they keep their life a little bit more secretive, right? Like they don't let A know about B or B know about C, you know? So I feel like this person definitely has some growing up to do. They have some maturing to do. And it really doesn't matter how old they are. They definitely have maturing that needs to happen. And through this separation or no contact situation, they are definitely right now trying to get their act together. Okay. They're realizing through your absence that you were different. See, this King of Cups, again, very powerful emotional energy here. They're realizing that you are not like all the other options that they've had in the past, that they underestimated or did not really know themselves enough to realize until you were gone how much they love you and how much you are different, and how their feelings for you are quite deeper and different than what they had or what they have experienced before. And I feel like this is the Seven of Swords is also very much about how they have always kind of run away from their own feelings. They've always kind of cheated themselves and cheated others out of real love, right? They've never let themselves explore what real love, true commitment, true compassion and understanding between two people could be like. Okay, they've always never actually let themselves have that, because again, when you have a lot of options, you never go very deep into just one. Okay, but through this time period of separation or struggle that they are going through right now with you is actually very much motivating them to get their act together. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so I do feel that this person's life is kind of messed up right now, or has been messed up. Okay, they've been somebody who almost, they don't even know if they're coming or going themselves. They may have financial issues. They may have issues with where they live, where they work. There's a lot of instability that they are used to having. But again, I feel like in losing you, at least for the time being, if this is not, we don't know yet. Let's see if this is a permanent separation. But in you not being in their life, I think it has created a very, very deep pain and wounding within them. And it has opened them up to some sort of enlightenment where they've kind of said to themselves, oh my gosh, my life is a mess. I need to clean this mess up. Okay, I'm like, I don't even know who the heck I am anymore. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really even know where I belong. But they do. But the good news here is that they do have a desire for this Nine of Pentacles, as in they have a desire here to get their life in order, to get their finances in order. I feel for some of you, it's also their living situation. Something is off with that. They're getting that in order. And it's almost like they want to clean up their life so that you will see them as somebody to be respected. You will see them as somebody to consider again. I feel like this person is a little bit embarrassed or ashamed of the fact that you can see that their life is really messed up. Their relationships have been messed up. Their behavior has been messed up, right? Again, I feel like for some of you, maybe not for everybody, take it as it resonates. This person may have cheated on you or cheated on others in the past. They're used to being secretive. They're used to having like double life or triple life, right? But I feel that oh my gosh, their love for you is definitely changing them. Oh my gosh, look at the transformation here. It is so beautiful. I feel this King of Cups energy is contributing to them finally starting to understand what loyalty really means. Okay, I do feel that this person has not been very loyal in the past with their heart. Okay, they have not been very loyal maybe to you as well as to other people. This may be somebody who has struggled to be loyal to any romantic partner. But I feel like, again, something with their love for you, their connection with you, I feel is very much inspiring them, motivating them towards this transformation, to them actually seeing you as family and as actually wanting to have this home with you. Again, I was getting this energy that for some of you, there's definitely some issue here with their living situation. Something is not right, something is not stable, or something in your person's living situation has not been stable for a while. This may even be, going back to their childhood, okay? They may have not had a lot of stability, family stability, or living situation stability, and that might be one of the reasons why they have become this way, right? Seven of Cups, Seven of Swords. They become confused. They don't have their act together. Their life has become a mess, right? And I feel like their love for you with that King of Cups energy is really making them fantasize and consider what it would be like to actually have a stable home, to actually have their life together, to have their finances together, to have their place of living together with you under the same roof, building stability of money and emotional stability as well. So this is a very transformative time for your person. They're also looking at what it is actually like to be faithful and loyal, right? And I feel like they are also trying to become a better person. See, surrender to the magic of who you are. They're trying very hard to better themselves. They're trying very hard, even if it's only like moving forward, they're kind of moving forward slow, or they're inching their way up. That progress is better than nothing. That progress is better than them going back to their old ways. I do believe and I do feel that they don't want to go back to their old ways, even if their progress is step by step. See, so right now I feel like they are really counting on, their friends. They may even be trying to cut off some of their friends who have been a bad influence, or some of their friends who are living this lifestyle. I feel like they are trying to come back to some sort of more of a healthy lifestyle and surrounding themselves with people who are actually living a good life. I feel like they're trying to cut off the people who may be negative or toxic or filled with drama, or people who are also, whose lives are also a mess, right? They're trying to cut those people off because they know that that influence has not been good. They want to bring in you and more people in their lives who actually have their act together, Nine of Pentacles. And they do very much respect you. They feel that you are also this Nine of Pentacles. Like you have your act together. You know where you're going in life. And they also, I'm wondering also, I feel like there's also this sense of like you might have mutual friends who also have their act together. And it's almost like they want to leave behind their old life, their old friends, their old way of life. And they would want to be invited back into you and your circle, or your family, or your friends. It could also be family, where they feel that there is a lot of stability, there's a lot of acceptance. I feel like they understand now that their old circle, it could even include toxic family members, toxic friends. We're really bringing them down. We're keeping them in this negative cycle, and they're really wanting to change who they are. They know that they're capable of more. They know that they are inspired, that they can be better. And now they're trying to find the magic within themselves so that they can also be worthy of you and this Nine of Pentacles. So let's see what they would say to you. So I would really appreciate if you could just take a second right now and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us in the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't already, please do also go ahead and click that subscribe button. You have no idea how powerful you are, because when you do that, even though it's free for you, you're literally helping me, a single mom, put my older boy through college and prep my little one for college as well. So we really do thank you from the bottom of our hearts. So we'll take these here. Oh, wow. See, these messages are really confirming it. My heart keeps coming back to you, even though I know you've lost faith in me. Okay. So this person knows that they have let you down, that they have let you down very badly. Okay. And again, I feel like that has to do with the Seven of Swords and Seven of Cups energy, right? That they know, they've realized, they're feeling very emotional about the fact that you have lost faith in them. I kept up a facade to the world, but you always saw past that into my soul. Again, see, this is the way that they have been in the world, right? They can come across as somebody who is, just doesn't have their life in order, who can be a bit of a player, who, could, just has a lot of options, but never actually chooses one and is always kind of flapping in the wind, right? This is the facade, as in like, they know that they are better than this, but they've kind of been playing into this role for whatever reason. Part of it may be, again, a toxic environment, toxic family, bad, really difficult upbringing, and friends or family that are continuing that cycle, right? It's easier being with someone from my world. Okay, so this is a special message. This may not resonate for everybody, but this may be your person. For some of you, your person has been definitely on a cycle that is very destructive, right? And you may not be together right now because you are the healthy one and they are not healthy. So they may be right now during this time continuing the toxic cycle by being around people who are unhealthy like them, who are toxic like them. This may include friends, family, and romantic partners. Okay, so take that as it resonates. For some of you, your person may be struggling to come into this transformation that we're seeing for many of the others of you. So let's see, what is it that you can do to help this situation? Okay, we're going to pull one card here. What can you, group 2, do to help this situation for yourself? All right, so what Spirit is saying here is that, yes, you have certain memories, okay, that you have created with this person, okay? And I feel like some of those memories are very, very good, and some of those memories are very, very bad as well, right? So you may be feeling very mixed feelings right now for this person. Like there's a part of you that loves them very much, but there's also a part of you that is just so angry at them because of some of the things, the shit that they've pulled, some of the things that they've done that is really not fair, that is really not right. So I feel like these memories that are maybe haunting you at this time, group 2, are giving you that mixed bag, right? That's giving you that like push and pull from this person's energy, right? Like the good memories are so good that you're like, no, you know, there's a good person in there. That's the person I love. That's the person I want to see. But then the bad memories are like, oh my God, no, like this person cheated or this person betrayed me. They betrayed my trust. I lost faith in them. They had all these other options. They were a mess, right? So I feel like Spirit is saying that if you are being haunted by this push and pull cycle, you want to give yourself some relief. Okay, whatever you can do to find some relief from those roller coaster of emotions that you may be going through right now. If that means like doing things that, you know, really bring you a lot of peace, like hanging out with your friends, going for walks, doing things that you love, your hobbies, you know, getting a massage, doing meditation, you know, working on your art, working on your music, whatever it is that is going to take your attention away from the push and pull energetically and emotionally from these memories is going to help bring you some relief. Okay, so let's take a look at next actions. What does this person want to do? Are they going to try to reconcile with you? Wow, okay. So for some of you, there is definitely some running energy. But I also feel, okay, so see, we're getting the split energy. So I do feel that for many of you, your person is definitely in the process of this transformation. Now, these things do take a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of dedication, and a lot of commitment, right? So I do feel that there is a split energy in the sense that your person is probably dealing with, you know, these people. Sometimes we want to run from them. I feel like they are very much trying to run. I don't think this energy is running from you. I feel like this energy is them trying to run from the bad influences or the difficult people or difficult situations in their life. They do want a run, but they also have a split energy in the sense that they are trying to transform. They are trying to make their life better. They want to be worthy of you, but there's definitely going to be, at least for the time being, you know, people and situations who are going to try to pull them back. Okay, that's a natural part of life, right? You have to be very strong to make a clean break. So I do feel that this person is committed to making that break and running from them, but there is going to be a push and pull, right, in the foreseeable future, as in it's going to take them some time to get away from those people, places, situations, right? It's going to take them some time to get their act together, see? So this is not too bad. So I feel like Spirit is saying from between now and January, this person is really going to be dealing with this. They're going to try their best. I do feel that they very much do want to reconcile with you, but I do feel like Spirit is saying that you want to watch them between now and January and see what changes they've actually made. And if it's something that, if they want to reconcile with you, can they show you the change? All right. So let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. I love you guys. Thank you for being here. See you all on the next one. All right, my beautiful group 3 that chose this image. Let's take a look at, will you reconcile? So Spirit, can you please give us guidance for our beautiful group 3 here? Will you reconcile? How does your person feel? Beautiful. We have the Lovers. We have the 5 of Cups. We have the 5 of Swords. And we have the Hierophant. All right, so Wow. So just to answer the question, do they wish to reconcile? So far from what we're seeing, yes. There's a lot of sadness. There's a lot of pain coming through here. If there's been a, separation, either minimal to no contact, there is definitely a sense of, I have realized that my life is very empty without you. That my life is very out of balance, right? With these fives, we have both the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords. So there is definitely a lack of balance that your person is feeling at this time. Like they feel like this situation between the two of you has completely thrown them, right? It's like thrown them out of balance in their life. It's making them feel very unstable, very jittery. I'm getting this energy of like, when somebody feels very stressed and jittery on the inside, like they don't feel any satisfaction. So I'm getting this energy, your person right now, they're just not feeling any satisfaction from anything that they're doing. Okay. So they're trying to, maybe distract themselves with work, distract themselves with friends, going out, whatever it is, but they're really feeling like all of those things are well and good, but they are not bringing balance back into their life. They're just a distraction. Okay, so I feel that your person is constantly thinking of you. They are constantly fantasizing. I'm getting this energy of a lot of energy of fantasizing being with you, fantasizing being with you physically, a lot of passion, a lot of physical chemistry, a lot of maybe, naughty fantasies about you. Either they're fantasies of how they want to be with you, or fantasies also about how you've been together in the past. So kind of reliving those very passionate, very intimate moments. And for some of you, it doesn't even have to be physical intimacy. It can also be those very passionate, intimate, emotional moments that the two of you have shared. So with this Five of Cups, there's a deep, deep regret and a deep sense of sadness and loss of that intimacy. I feel like they felt that you are very, very close to them. They feel very close to you. They felt a sense of closeness, a sense of intimacy with you that they probably have not felt with other people. It's kind of like this connection took them to a new level, a level that they had never really been at. And I'm getting the energy that there was something about being taken to that level that may have made them feel a bit insecure or a bit like, oh, can this last? Is this, am I going to lose this? There's a bit of this energy of, with this Five of Swords, I feel like there's an energy of a little bit of defeat, right? Like I knew it wouldn't last. I knew it was too good to be true. I feel like there's a part of them right now that is going through that process of feeling very defeated, feeling very deflated. They almost feel like their fears have come true. Like there was some sort of a fear that they were carrying within them as they were becoming more and more intimate with you, as you were getting to know each other and be with each other more and more. I feel like they had this kind of fear in the pit of their stomach, which was that, can this be true? Can this be real? Can this last? There was this fear of losing this, that the deeper that they got into this, the more the possibility of losing it. And now that you are in some form of separation, they feel very defeated because they feel like it was a self-fulfilling prophecy, like that the great fear that they had came true. Okay, so there's a definite combination of feeling very defeated, feeling very deflated, feeling very stressed out, also feeling like maybe they contributed to this, or this happened because of the negative feelings that they already had, not about you, but the negative feelings that they already had about the future of this relationship, that insecurity, right? I also feel for some of you, there may have been some sort of issues with pride or ego, like this person may have been struggling with certain things, but they were not able to tell you, right? That Five of Swords energy, I also feel, is about like not being able to fully open up and be vulnerable, right? Like your pride keeps you from being vulnerable. Your pride keeps you from being fully honest with your partner. So for some of you, take it as it resonates. I feel like there was something that this person was going through that they, no matter how close they felt to you, they could not share this with you due to their pride, due to their ego. And with this Hierophant's energy, I do feel like they were very much wanting to make you an offer. Okay, I'm getting very strong marriage or, you know, very deep commitment energy, right? Like this is something that they wanted to make an offer about. Okay, they wanted to do that. But at the same time, there was also a sense of rigidity, right? Like there was a sense of, you know, things have to be just right. Like, you know, things have to be this way and this way and this way in order for me to feel comfortable enough, not scared, not insecure that this won't last. Okay, so I feel like there was a bit of this a black and white kind of viewpoint on things. Like I feel like this person sometimes is very black and white. If something threatens them or triggers them, they just go to the opposite extreme. Sometimes it's hard for them to navigate those middle areas, those gray areas where it really is a negotiation, where you have to really sit and talk about and be vulnerable and be present. So I feel like this person also, one of the reasons why they're having a lot of issues with that instability is that they do tend to not live in the present moment. They tend to have a lot of, you know, like nightmares, as in like awake nightmares, like, you know, like a lot of scenarios playing out in their mind about things going wrong in the future. Sometimes they tend to be like a glass half empty kind of a person, right? Like where they're always kind of navigating, negotiating in their mind, creating scenarios in the future of how things will not work, right? Like, oh, this is how this can fail in the future. This is how that can fail in the future. So this is why I feel like one of the things that, you know, your person is really beginning to understand or trying to see is that why do they not live in the present moment? Why do they create scenarios? You know, why do they kind of talk themselves out of love? I'm getting a very strong energy that this person has a great capacity to love. They have a deep capacity to love. And I'm sure you have felt this love from them. But oftentimes they self-sabotage by talking themselves out of it. And that's where I feel like this Hierophant's energy is also about that rigidity of, oh, I'm going to play out those worst case scenarios in my mind. I'm going to play it out like, you know, I have a hard time being in the present moment. So you may have noticed about this person that sometimes even when they are with you, you feel like they're distant or they're like thinking of something else or they feel very far away emotionally. And that's not because of you. It's more because they play out certain scenarios, right? Like they're constantly trying to weigh things and see, okay, will this work out? Will this not work out? What about the future? Like they tend to be in denial about the present. Okay, so they tend to not take the present under consideration, you know? And what happens is that they tend to be in denial about, you know, what is going on in their present reality, you know? And so this is where I feel like right now your person is starting to understand the importance of this and look at this in terms of, do they want to reconcile? Yes, give your relationship a chance. So I do feel that they very much want to give this relationship a chance, and they know that they have definitely alienated you or pushed you away because of they also may be denying certain things, right? So you may have had conversations with them about, hey, well, you know, what about this? What about that? But they also, when they don't want to admit to something, when they don't want to be fully vulnerable, what they tend to do is to deny it. And I feel that you have definitely called them out on their denial, and that made them even more afraid. Okay, that made them even more unbalanced. Like it took their balance, but that is something that, is not your fault. They have to understand that, right? So I feel like they're starting to realize that they also are in denial in many ways about things that really make them feel insecure, that they want to bury, right? I also feel for some of you that there is some sort of a like financial issue that may also have been going on with this person, that they may, as part of like maybe something that they did not feel that they wanted to talk about, or they may be working on something in their life where they're also trying to be more financially stable for you and this connection as well. Or there may be something here where about wealth, about financial stability, that was something that they were also hiding as part of their insecurity. Okay. I feel like for some of you, one of the things that they couldn't talk about with you is this, right? Like it's a part of their 5 of Swords. It's my ego. It's my pride. Okay. I'm struggling financially. I don't want to tell you that, or I'm working on something that's going to bring me more abundance, but I don't know if it's going to work. There's some sort of a risk taking here that is also going on. So let's see what they would say to you. And at this point, I would really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up. That really helps us in the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button. You have no idea how powerful you are, because it's absolutely free for you, but it really, really helps me, a single mom, put my older son through college and prep my younger one to go as well. And so I just want you to know that all 3 of us, we so thank you from the bottom of our hearts for your support. I knew you were right, but couldn't admit it to myself or you. Okay, so in alignment with that 5 of Swords. Very much that 5 of Swords energy, right? Where you may have called them out on some of the BS that they've been, putting out there, but they could not admit. And that may be the reason why there's a, minimal or no contact situation here, is because their 5 of Swords, their ego, their pride would not let them admit that they were wrong. Being away from you hurts like hell. I didn't realize it would be this difficult, right? So there's a lot of suffering. Again, perfect. It's so interesting coming under that 5 of Cups energy. It's the same energy here, right? That pain and suffering of being away from the person they love, which is you. I think they underestimated definitely how difficult it would be. I feel like you're on the other side of my every breath. Wow. See? So to me, this is very much like this lover's energy, right? Like that love that they have for you. You are on their mind. They are fantasizing. They're going over and over all of those memories, all of those conversations, all of the intimacy, the passion. Look at this. You are definitely on the other side of every breath they take. Very powerful, very much in alignment with that lover's energy. So let's take a look now at what can you do, group 3, to help this situation. What does Spirit think you can do to help this situation? Oh, wow. Look at that. So we're getting divine feminine energy. Okay. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is to, if you are the divine feminine in this situation, is to just chill. Even if you're not the divine feminine in this situation, I feel like what this energy is all about is to just relax. Okay. Like let go, don't hold on tight to whatever like negative emotions that you are feeling. Let go and do what serves you, what brings you back to yourself. Okay, like what brings you joy, what makes you chillax, what makes you just feel like you are in this open and receptive mode. It's almost like also the energy of like, I don't need to take action right now. I just need to sit back and focus my energy on myself. Focus on being gentle with myself, nurturing myself, letting myself just relax, okay? Because I feel group 3 that you may have been going through a very difficult time, right? Emotionally, this is very difficult. So you may be, beating up yourself, like you may be going over every conversation, trying to see like, what you could have done differently, what you could have said differently. But I feel like Spirit is saying it's time to just relax. It's time to let it be as much as you possibly can. So let's see what your person may wish to do next, or where is this connection going? Will you reconcile? Okay, so we're getting inner child. Wow. Okay, so here's the thing. I feel that your person very much wants to reconcile with you based on what we've already seen. But what's interesting about this is we're getting that 5 of Swords energy again. Okay, so we're getting ego and we're getting inner child. So what I feel is coming through here from Spirit is that, yes, your person is going to continue to have to deal with what is it that they're holding back because of their own pride, because of either they're embarrassed, or what is it that they're holding back? Is there a truth that needs to come out here? Is there a discussion here that needs to be had that you guys haven't been having, right? So I feel like that is something they're going to continue to work through. And part of it has to do with, the fact that they kind of deny these things, right? Because of their ego. So this is an ongoing thing. But at the same time, I feel like this also represents that there's an energy here of childlike enthusiasm between the two of you. Okay, so I feel like there's something here between the two of you that is very lighthearted, very passionate. I feel like it goes back to this lover's energy. I feel like the way the two of you were before this separation happened was there were a lot of moments of being very flirty, being very fun, playful, right? A lot of enthusiasm, a lot of enjoyment between the two of you, a lot of this amazing chemistry. I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that your person and you both desire for this lighthearted sense of fun and play and innocence, and just, we're in the moment, we're in the present moment, and we are just going to enjoy that. That is what needs to come back. That is what I think you want back, group 3, and I think that is what your person wants back too, and that is going to help to dispel the heavier energies that are coming through here. It's almost like going back to innocence, when every relationship, right, when it begins, there's a lot of innocence and enthusiasm and love and fun, right? So I feel like that is where, when your person can overcome some of these ego issues, that is where you both want to go back to. That is the state that you want to re-establish in this connection. Wow, see, we're getting fast moving energy here, 2 days. So I feel like there is a faster moving energy here where your person has a sense of urgency on this reconciliation. You may be hearing from them. You may start having conversations, because there's a very powerful urgency and love here that has come through. But just realize that, you want to continue to work through whatever are these barriers so that you can actually get back to that beautiful energy that you had before. So let me know what you thought in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created and used in this reading, all of the links are in the box below. Thank you so much for being here, guys. Love you all. See you all on the next one.